Hi there. This is by the way my fifth take. I just wanted to make this little video for Tristan. Uh, well, I make videos when I'm talking to the camera, but right now I just don't feel like it. I have nasty sunburn, and also I've noticed like very often I don't concentrate very well when I'm looking at myself. I'm just so not used to it still, even though I made already some videos, which I'm still gonna see if I'm gonna keep some or not. Sometimes you make videos when you're angry or when you're affected by what's going on in the world, and then later you realize that, yeah, anyway, some videos you keep, some you remove. But also it is important actually to keep maybe things natural and original. But yeah, what's my point? My point is that, yeah, sorry if I'm not making video facing the camera. I just, as I said, the reasons. Okay, what I wanted to say is I find it extremely sad to see what's going on in generally speaking, with Christians, but especially men. And the reason I want to say something is because yesterday I saw this post from Tristan and I was reading, but because I'm second time I'm blocked on Facebook. Well, now I'm not blocked anymore. It was for 3 days. I couldn't really comment anything there. Diego, can you tell the girl she's gonna break the branch if she's gonna go on like this?
You're gonna break the branch!
Okay, so, alright, so I need to speak a bit up. I don't know, first I thought, oh, gosh, is he okay, or was he diagnosed with something? I hope not. I still need to reread the post. But it was very quick, swift, because I had to go out. I don't really understand what it's supposed to mean. I mean, we all have our days, we all have our ups and downs. As I said myself, I made some videos that I removed because I was just angry at what's going on, at the politics, at the craziness of the pastors not standing up for righteousness, and then people have to be afraid and apologize for being white. One of the reasons that this is happening, yeah, because we have weak men as Christian leaders. So yes, it affects you. It affects some more than others. Some people maybe don't think about this so much. Some do. I don't know. We're all different. So I don't understand, Tristan, why you saying that. The day you're gonna die is up to God. It's not up to you, yeah, unless you commit suicide, of course, yeah. But we don't even want to go into that. It's like the same when what I like about Krista Sala, what he said. Whether you have one child or 20 is God's business, not your own. So the same with our life. I see this a lot because my mom is a bit like that. She has a spirit of depression on her. And that spirit went a bit on one of my brothers. He has like, I would say, half of it. Well, my mom is doing well. She's fine, considering, her childhood. But I can recognize that. I was never afflicted with that spirit. I'm sure I'm afflicted with other spirits. Oh, and by the way, it's not the spirit of racism. I just speak out. I see a lot. I know a lot. I've seen a lot. I heard a lot. And by the way, I didn't want to go into that subject, but racism is when you see yourself as better than somebody else. That's not the case of majority of white people. They're just an easy target. The Arabs enslaved the sub-Saharans for 1,000 years, but yet nobody is gonna target them because they're not gonna allow it, because they've got way more common sense than the white man. But anyway, that's another subject. Diego, please don't do it. So Tristan, what are you saying there? I don't understand this. Well, you are already so blessed, Number one, you are a man, yeah. You can do so much more than a woman can, yeah. You can be mightily used by God, and you are already. But sorry, I'm really dragging this out. I think it's because I'm being distracted here. So I find it almost like a waste of time to I don't know, to even say what you said there, because okay, let's say if you are dying, you could say something like, please do not mourn me, and don't waste your time on that. Please continue the work of God here on earth. Yeah, that's what we are called for. And but I'm not saying, yes, we all have our weaknesses, we all have our sad days, but I'm not as Tristan with you. You have it a bit often, too often. I already told you once that you have a spirit of depression, I think, a little bit on you. I disagreed with this once, me and other people that were commenting, but then you said, yeah, maybe. I believe that you should really, really look into that and take it up with God, or just maybe give yourself some time and listen to Derek Prince, or maybe read his book. I don't want to sound funny, but I think this really, really helps. Like, I'm not saying like follow certain men or that they're gonna help you, but it might. Or maybe call Krista Sala for deliverance. So you should be out there fighting. If you really want to die, then die as a martyr, okay? Let your blood be spilled and for it to bear fruit. But don't moan like this, you're not a weak man, but you're acting a bit like that. We need strong Christian men out there. We don't need Christians that are hiding out there, that apologize for things that they don't need to apologize for. Well, right now, obviously, we have this mess with the BML. It should really stand for Baby Lives Matter, actually, not Black Lives Matter. And yet nobody's talking about this. I mean, I see a lot of wonderful people out there. Most of them are black, mixed race, and they talk about this. They're the conservatives, but not enough. Pastors, they don't raise this. I think it's because I think they get money for the church from the government, and that's why maybe they're not allowed to talk about certain things. I don't know, but for me this is a total disgrace. So I don't know, just find your calling and do something, okay? There's so many things you can do, especially because you're a man, okay? I mean, I am very opinionated. I speak things later. I even get scared because I have a child, okay? I want to live so that at least for another 10 years until he's 18. But so many people out there, non-Christians, they risk their life for exposing the lies. And what are Christians doing? Nothing. Okay, I'm not saying this in a sense that we know already that these things are going to happen. We know, and we trust Jesus. But because people cannot say like, oh, you trust Jesus and you sit there like a coward, do nothing, yeah? But I'm not calling you a coward. I'm saying this in general. There is a great weakness in Christian males, I see. And I don't know by what they're bound. I really don't understand this. You already have a YouTube channel, yeah? You could make videos. You know, let them arrest you, let them put you to prison. Go out there, go into Speaker's Corner or whatever, something similar. I know you don't live in London. Say something, do something against the injustice that's happening here in the world. Don't just sit there and talk about and feel sorry for yourself, or that you said it many times that, oh, you know, I just want to go home. Look, at best this is going to be a dishonorable salvation for you, because yes, all Christians, I'm not stuck on this life. All Christians want to be with Jesus because we love him, and one day when we see him, we're just gonna hug him and we're gonna be so happy, and this is gonna be like, I like when Krista Sala once said, permanent vacation. But we are here on earth to do work, yes? At the same time, it's not a sin to enjoy nature and enjoy food, enjoy work, even just, you know, to be alive, because God gave us a life for a reason, not for us to basically lose it in vain. Also, you're talking about this stuff you shouldn't be talking about. You're giving them demons legal rights. And if you were to die, let's say, it's gonna be a waste of a life. Of you're Christian, you're a man, so you know you're gonna be judged for doing nothing. I mean, we can do a lot in the spirit. I mean, I don't know. Are you fasting there for 2-3 weeks? Let's say 3 or 4 times a year. Are you praying for the nation of England. I don't know. As I said, do something. Challenge Boris Johnson, you know, or somebody else. Challenge some pastors that are saying people that they should kneel to evil organizations like Black Lives Matter. You know, and I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, I'm giving examples what you can do, you know, because I feel personally as a Christian woman, I don't feel any protection from Christian men. You know, I just don't. I don't feel protected. Don't feel protected by my church, nothing. And you know what? We are not yet in the end times as such. Like, we don't have yet the reign of the Antichrist. Okay, it's 10 minutes now. Okay, we don't have it yet. So, all I'm saying is that very often I see something in the news, and yes, it is madness what we see in the news. But I don't feel like there's enough pushback from conservatives, from Christian leaders, from Christians in general. Like, for example, the Vigilant Christian Mario. I know that you probably don't think much of him. I know that Krista Sala had something, they were going back and forth at each other in one video. It was something to do with Satanic Kingdoms and Beyonce. I mean, I love Krista Sala. I like Mario. But look, his channel was destroyed, and I don't know where he was. I don't think he was in prison. He was somewhere in a rehab. We don't know actually exactly where he was, or maybe I don't know. But at least he annoyed Satan enough for him to be afflicted so much. But and I think he's gonna rise again and do something else, something even greater maybe. But all I'm saying is that I don't know. I don't see enough from Christian men. I just don't see enough. I see like they're almost doing nothing. So I mean, obviously, as I said, I don't know. I never had a spirit of depression on me. I don't know how it feels, but you have to get rid of it. And yeah, you have to get rid of it because this is something nasty. And Derek Prince had it, and he says in one of his sermons how he got rid of it. It was just gone on the spot as soon as he recognized something. So, okay, I think I'm gonna stop now. Alright, so yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Alright, okay, take care. Bye bye.